days of dueling strikes, 3 nuclear sites destroyed, and one message loud and clear from the President of the United States. America will not stand by while the world's top state sponsor of terror builds a nuclear bomb. But now the bombs have stopped. The ceasefire, though fragile, appears to be holding. And just before boarding Air Force One for the NATO summit, President Trump was asked if he wanted to see regime change in Iran.
I'd like to see everything calm down as quickly as possible. Regime change takes chaos, and ideally we don't want to see so much chaos, so we'll see how it does. You know, the Iranians are very good traders, very good business people, and they got a lot of oil. They should be fine. They should be able to rebuild and do a good job.
He's made it clear. America isn't going to dictate who rules Iran, only eliminate a clear and present nuclear threat. We're not in the business of endless wars or open-ended missions. So now comes the bigger question. What happens next for Iran? If the Ayatollahs stay the course, more devastation is inevitable. But if the Iranian people, those who have suffered for decades, rise up and chart a different path, a freer, more prosperous Iran could emerge. One that embraces peace, regional trade, and the prosperity of its own people instead of the hatred of others. Waiting in the wings is a man who believes in that vision. His Royal Highness Reza Pahlavi, the exiled Crown Prince of Iran. He spent years preparing for this moment. And now, as the regime falters, he may represent Iran's best chance at a new beginning.
There's only one way to achieve peace: a secular, democratic Iran. I am here today to submit myself to my compatriots, to lead them down this road of peace and democratic transition.
I had the privilege of speaking with His Royal Highness to discuss the future of his country as it sits at a critical crossroads. Well, Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, thank you so much for joining us tonight on My View. We're so excited to talk to you. You know, you've been in exile, I think, as so many of us know, since 1979. But maybe you can remind all of us what once upon a time Iran was like before the revolution. What was it like to live there? Give all of us a little bit of insight.
Hi, Lara. Thank you for having me on your program. Well, in a nutshell, I think every Iranian remembers how Iran was flourishing and progressing with great relationship with our neighbors, and particularly with the United States. And all of a sudden, of course, the revolution happened, which changed everything. But a country that was progressing, was on the road to development, was faced with being taken hostage by this regime that has usurped our